All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready? 54, right there, 54.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on second and 5.
Let's get the ball.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. To throw is Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. 27 yards there, a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
A 7-yard pickup.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mariota gives to Henry, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 60 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 25-yard line.
Yeah, 55, 60 on. 55. Hey, eat. We got it. Short. 55.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Play fake. Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And the Titans first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a toss play to Bernard. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the 50-yard line.
Mariota now from the 50. And this is caught off the deflection.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
On third down, Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A draw play, Bernard. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0.
14. Browns nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Titans first down.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
On 2nd and 2, Mariota flushed to, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Kill. Slam. One.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Alert 3. Check safety.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Browns drive about to get started, and some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores, a 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to guard.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4 down. One.
Following the interception here, Mariota gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, that's complete. Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing, Mariota. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Mariota. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mariota again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Steps away to his left. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's just me and you.
After the turnover, here's Murray going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. To throw, it's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Space to maneuver at the 40, and all the way up to the 46. That good for 22 and a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 44.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. 1st down, Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. 53 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
At the Titans' 27-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the 27, Murray. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. You ain't going nowhere. Watch twist. Watch twist. 66. Pull it. Half. Zoom, zoom.
There's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
check.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Giovanni Bernard, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Down to lose 1. Hot 7, hot 7. 61. Match box. Mike.
Throwing again, Murray. He'll find Metcalf. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion. Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on third down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. But he's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 78 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll toss it to Hunt. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready. Mike the flat. Go. Hey, watch the slant. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. On the ball. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
is Mike. Mike 29. West.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Able to find Isabella. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Murray now. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
Mariota here to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike, 55, right there.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hunt. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Murray fighting. Lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Hey, watch the slip.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And this one complete to Smith. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing here, Mariota. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just about on his own goal line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Take it at the 37. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
Murray,
one final try. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.